So this is the second attempt at talking to Stewart with the 1.8 meg Morse thing, with the homebrew transmitter from 1962. Again, we're still receiving on that transistor radio, which is like a Sanjian, but is a Curry's version. So we'll just bring this out a little bit. So we're now on our 80 metre aerial, and we're doing 160 metres, 1.8 megs. So that's why we've got the antenna tuner, which I borrowed out of the van. And that has a frequency display on it, which is quite handy when this is not rather not accurate at present. So do you want to call Stewart on the repeater? We've got Mr. Chippie here.
M0SDN 20FKC. M0SDN, go ahead.
Understand you were calling me?
Yes, for the Morse.
Yeah, G0Jeff is poised to do the Morse.
See, is he receiving me at all, do you know? Is he in a position to
I'm all ready.
receive?
Yeah, he's already in poised.
Key down, see if you can hear that.
Worse than last time.
Can you hear anything now?
Very, very slightly. 1821.
Very, very faintly said, worse than last time. Are you still on 1821, yeah?
Let's make sure we're...
I'll just ask him if that's any better.
Hang on, we're off now. I moved the radio just to see.
Yeah, try again. You just moved the radio and switched it off, but if you try again for us, please.
Getting something, but is that him? No, it's much faster.
Yeah, we are receiving something, but it's clearly not you. So
I've got my finger on the BFO. Oh, hang on.
no, we're not hearing a steady tone. There are other people doing Morse on that frequency, but no.
Let's see if he can hear us.
Does he want to give another frequency then, just go up a little bit?
No, just leave it as it is.
Negative. No, what he's going to do, he's going to send something, and we'll see if you receive it. Stand by.
Did you get any of that?
M0SDN 20FKC, did you receive any of that?
I can tell something was there. I'll have to filter up all the way. Possibly not on the right frequency.
Well, we can do another one. Yeah.
Yeah, Roger, I can do that now.
Just when you don't want the repeater to come in. Right, I've done quite a lot there.
M0SDM, 20FKC. Any look, Stewart?
Okay, so that's failure number 2.
Yeah, Roger that, Stewart. Cheers. If you want to have a quick word.
G0 OJF M0SDM.
Go ahead, Richard.
Okay, well that's our second attempt, this time using the long wire aerial with the tuner, and it's actually no better, and I can't hear you. I could hear you reasonably well on the Ampro aerial, which I can't this time. So I think that's going to have to be it until we can get that aerial strung up, or perhaps go to Slate Farm and see if we can use the van and do an inverted V with the van for a bit of fun at some point. Over.
I think that's a pretty good idea. Is somebody else trying to call in?
Somebody else on frequency, but without
Somebody with a different tone, Stewart. They must be out towards the Bedford repeater. Over.
SDM, yeah, there's definitely something there. Like I say, probably the wrong tone because it drops off after a second or so. Yeah, I think if you can go mobile or something, or like I said, you know, if I could go mobile myself, then you know, I could trot up to Barrowby and give that a go. Just stand by for a second. Richard, just again. Just saying some more. You're being received in Barrowby, but I can't hear you.
Roger. G0 OJF.
Man's receiving you because he's just keyed his CB up, and I can hear you through that. But not quite the way to do it, but he's definitely receiving you okay. It's quite a high pitched tone, and you know, no problem at all. I think he's receiving a couple of stations, whereas I'm not receiving a great deal at all. But then, you know, likewise, my meters, and you know, it's tuned up on top band, so you're definitely getting out, that is for sure.
Well, that's great to know. What's Mower Man then got?
Been a long wire down his garden, and a R100 receiver, I think is what it's called. Kenwood Trio, I think.
Oh, Roger, well, that's a bit more fruitful, isn't it? Now, we did have a microphone turn up for this, and I'll actually show it to my camera. We've got a Pi Tulip mic here, and it says 2,400 ohms on the bottom. When I opened it up, the insert's been changed for 300 ohms, so it isn't compatible. Not the vendor's fault, it's happened donkeys years ago. G0 Jeff.
That's USDM, well, that's mega unfortunate, isn't it? I mean, the only other thing to do is, if you want to send some more, I can see if Mower Man can record it and email it over. It's entirely up to you.
No, I don't need to do that. That's fine, kind offer, but no, that'll be fine. I think we need to be out in the van and have a word with Mr. Farmer Palmer and have access to Slate Mill Farm and set up there and have a bit of a play over.
Roger. Okay. Well, there's definitely something going off on 277s because, well, as you can probably tell, that other station's there. I'm sure it's over somebody else. So, yeah. Okay. Well, I'll let you get on. We'll try it again. The only other option, like I say, if you could go mobile or portable or whatnot, and possibly I could do the same. Yeah, that's possibly the way to go.
Okay, Stewart, so we'll catch you on and say 73s and another failed attempt.
Try these things, you don't find out, do you? You know, it's no good sitting there doing nothing. 73.
73 Stewart, G0 Jeff out. Right, Mr. C, can I have your walkie-talkie back? So I'll just finish the camera. What I didn't realise, folks, is that I didn't realise that Stewart was also on a compromise of an aerial. So if you heard that, our CB friend up the road, Mower Man, who was actually 10-11 miles from here, got a long wire aerial down the garden, and he says a Trio R100 receiver, and he's picking me up loud and clear, and it's quite a high-pitched tone on this. I mean, this isn't going to be like you know, modern radio. This is going to be the tone they wanted it to be when they built it, so it is going to be different. So with that, I'll say 73s to everybody. We did have a CB half in the bag. Maxcom Apollo 16E, didn't finish it, riddled with dry joints, which is rare for those. And I need to clear this bench down for some audio work, so that's why we had to do this at this point. So see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.